Welcome to the $100 MBA Show. No filler, just killer content, that is, with our daily 10-minute business lessons for the real world. I'm your host, your coach, your teacher, Omar Zenhom. I'm also the co-founder of the $100 MBA, a complete business training and community online. And today you will learn how to guarantee more traffic to your website. Anybody that has an online presence, even if your business is not online and you have a website to drive traffic to your actual physical business, we all want more traffic. We want more eyeballs on what we do. And today I'm going to share with you the one thing that nobody is talking about. The only thing I know is guaranteed to drive more traffic to your website. I'm going to share with you today. I can't wait to get into it, so let's get down to business. Today's episode is sponsored by Future Advisor. Think you have enough money to retire? Not necessarily. Hidden broker fees and unexpected taxes make your advisor and Uncle Sam richer while you slave away through your 70s. Not with Future Advisor. Future Advisor's a Nobel Prize winning strategy and intuitive financial software ensures you get the most out of your investments so you're able to retire sooner. So do what I did and go to futureadvisor.com/MBA and get a free portfolio analysis. That's futureadvisor.com/MBA. What I'm going to share with you today might ruffle a few feathers for those who are listening out there, but we always give you the straight truth and my own experience the way I see it. When I first got started online back in '98, it was a different world. And in the last, let's say, 6, 7, 8 years, the big buzzword when it comes to driving more traffic to your website has become SEO, or search engine optimization. I'm going to get right in front of it and say, I don't believe in focusing on SEO as if it's the only thing or the most important thing for you to be able to drive traffic to your website. That may have been the truth in the past before Google has become so advanced. For those who don't know, SEO, search engine optimization, is optimizing your website so it's found by the search engines. And that is, in its essence, not a bad thing. You should be mindful of the fact that you want to be found on search engines. But I don't believe in writing with that intention. Writing things, creating content on your website with the intention of only being found on Google. Writing content or creating content with the keywords that you feel will target yourself on the top of Google. That's not why you should be creating content. You should be creating content to serve your audience, to focus on your own strengths and write great content. That's the driver, not SEO. I'll be honest with you, 5 or 6 years ago, I was really tied up and consumed with this idea of SEO, that I had to have my SEO so right if I was going to ever get any traction on my website. As soon as I stopped worrying about SEO, that's when I got traffic. When I stopped worrying about writing the right things that would target the right keywords and just focused on writing great content that my audience would love and love to share, that's when I started to get traction. See, the thing is Google got so advanced now with all their updates. They have all these different names for these updates, Penguin and Panda and all these different things. But the point is you just can't hack the system. You have to rank well in Google because you organically are being ranked properly, meaning that it's a good reflection of how you stand in your business. So let me get into the heart of it. Let me get into the meat of it. If you want more traffic to your website, if you want consistent visitors to your website, people that are really genuinely interested in what you have to offer, then you need to create compelling content. The bottom line is you have to create great content on a consistent basis. That's how you get found on Google. Because you know what happens is when you write a great blog post, for example, you share it on social media, other people start sharing it, people like it, people start going to it, people start referring to it, people start sharing it on their own websites. Google knows that you have a great site with great content because you're not the only one that's saying it. Other people are saying it. And that's how you get ranked high. Funny story, I wrote a blog post about a year ago that's titled How to Self-Promote Without Looking Like Donald Trump. And it was a lighthearted post, but it was an effective post, a post that people really enjoyed because self-promotion is a tough one. But in the post, I poke a little fun at Trump, how he appears to be very arrogant and very full of himself. I have a lot of respect for Trump and what he's done, but he has that persona. Now, what does this have to do with ranking or getting more traffic? Well, if you search on Google how to self-promote like Donald Trump, We actually rank number 1, even though the post has nothing to do with that keyword. But the point is that promotion and Donald Trump, those words, is a high targeted keyword and has a lot of traffic. And we get a lot of traffic because of that post because it got shared so much and people really enjoyed it. I did no SEO, I did no gimmicks, I did nothing like that. I just spent the time in creating great content, and I want you to do the same. Focus on that, and you will get the traffic. Now, this doesn't happen overnight. It takes some time, and some posts or some content will become more popular more quickly. But if you want the silver bullet, this is it. You have to create consistent content on a regular basis. When I do interviews on a podcast, on somebody else's podcast, they often do some research about me. They Google the $100 MBA, and they find that there's pages and pages on Google of content that we've created. And they ask me, first question, how did you get your SEO so good? And I said, I didn't do anything. All I do is create content. That's my main goal every day. I try to put as much time as possible in creating content, creating this podcast episode, creating videos, creating blog posts, creating guides, creating as much as I can. Because I know if I give as much valuable content out there, it will come back to me because people will appreciate it and want to share it, and I'll organically rank well in the search engines. And that's really how it's done. That's how people get traffic. Take a look at some of the high traffic sites, Forbes.com, Fast Company, Entrepreneur.com, all these huge publications that have websites. How often do you think these people post? They have 4, 5, 6, 7 articles published a day. They end up having more than 1,000, like 1,500 blog posts in a year. Of course they're going to rank well. They have teams of writers writing for them. So I'm going to wrap this up and give you some really good advice on how to build more content so you can get your ranking higher and get more traffic. But before that, let me give some love to today's sponsor, Future Advisor. Future Advisor is the best place to plan your retirement. They've been featured on Fortune, Wall Street Journal, Fox News. Their software is so efficient, they'll show you where your current portfolio is lacking and how to fix it for free. The whole thing takes 2 minutes, and you can make the changes yourself. Future Advisor will manage your portfolio for a fraction of what an advisor charges. When I headed over to Financial Advisor, I plugged in my new investments, and I had a lot of room for growth. And I've looked at these other robo-type advisors, and this is the best one I've tried. Sometimes I wish our parents had something like this, something that's simple, easy to do, and it takes 2 minutes to just make sure your retirement is sorted. If you have any type of retirement account, do what I did. Go to futureadvisor.com/MBA and get this free portfolio analysis. Future Advisor, a report about your money and a plan for the future in under 2 minutes. And it's free. So go to futureadvisor.com/MBA. So now that we have agreed that if you want more traffic, you got to create more valuable content. But don't forget, when you're creating this content, let's say, for example, you publish 3 blog posts a week and you have a weekly podcast. Don't forget to share what you're doing via social media. Let people know on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, on whatever you're on, what you're working on. You've put so much hard work in creating that content. Make sure the world knows about it. And do everybody a favor. First and foremost, yourself. When you share this content on social media, don't just throw it in their face. Give them a context. Tell them why they would be interested in reading your blog post or listening to your podcast or watching your video. How will it add value to their life? Explain that in your tweet or in your Facebook update, and don't just throw up a headline from the actual post. Actually share it. How would you share a story with a friend that you've just met in person? Explain to them why this would be valuable to them. We've talked about this before, but in order to be able to do this on a consistent basis, you got to have a production schedule. You got to have a schedule you can continue to stick to and be able to produce this great content over and over. Another great way to drive traffic to your site, I've talked about this a ton of times, but it's so powerful, guest posting. Reach out to people that have other audiences, similar audiences to yourselves, people that would be interested in hearing what you do and how you can offer value to them. Write a blog post for them. Guest post and get in front of somebody else's audience. That will drive traffic to your audience. There's no little tweak you can do on your website that's going to tremendously change your traffic. There are tools to make sure that your headlines or keywords are all SEO friendly. If you're on WordPress, Yoast is one of them. That's YOAST. But this is not going to make or break your traffic. You'll get traffic, organic traffic, if you write great stuff. But if you want to do the bare minimum so you just know how it's going to appear on Google when people search, Yoast is a great tool. And I know that other platforms like Squarespace and Rainmaker, they have built-in SEO tools, so you don't really need to worry about it too much. And in 2015, no one's really focusing on that too much because they know you can't really do much in order to influence Google's rankings. The only thing you can really do is produce great content on a regular basis. All right, guys, I hope that helps. If it did, I would love to hear it. I would love to hear from you in an iTunes rating and review. Drop us an iTunes rating and review. It takes 2 minutes, and you enter our weekly draw to win a free ride to the $100 MBA Training and Community. That's over 180 video lessons, interviews with experts, ask questions anytime, and workbooks for each course. We give away a free lifetime membership every week on Friday. We call it Free Ride Friday. And you could be a winner. Just drop us an iTunes rating and review. All right, guys, I want to leave you with this. At the end of the day, whatever you're creating,